Hey everyone, Dr. Ryan here from Fundamental Health. Tonight I wanted to do a special Facebook Live video where I teach you about a medical device instead of a certain topic. I will be teaching about a certain topic, but it's related to this medical device that I have here in my clinic. And I'm going to walk you through the anatomy and physiology behind how this works, and then why it's beneficial for you to use. So please stay tuned through the whole video. I have a special offer at the end too for anyone who's interested in getting to try this device. But the BEMER device right here. BEMER is just an acronym. It stands for Bio, Electrical, Magnetic, Energy Regulator. Okay, it's a big fancy long word that they turned into an acronym, and I'll get into exactly what that means and what it means to you. But what this device does really well is it improves circulation of blood through the body, and I'll explain why that's important as well. Before I jump into the details, first I thought I would take time to explain what's going on in your body, give you a basic description of the anatomy and physiology so that this will make a lot more sense. So I want you to think of blood flow in the body as the life source for all the tissue cells in your body. It helps to cleanse the cells, nourish the cells, the tissues, so that you're able to function and do what you're supposed to. For instance, if you don't have blood flow to the brain, you're going to die. You don't have blood flow to certain organs, you're going to have other problems. So basically the blood flow, think of it as that life source, like I said, to these areas, and you want optimal blood flow throughout the whole body. Now, in most people, for whatever reason, you don't have the optimal blood flow, so that's where this device comes in and helps out really well. So, as I alluded to, the BEMER, what it stands for is the bioelectrical magnetic energy regulator. So what that means is you have these blood vessels, you have your veins and your arteries, which everyone knows about, but then you have these smaller microvessels that make up about 75% of the body. As far as the circulation, you can stretch it out for thousands of miles as far as the amount of microvessels that you have in your body at any given time. Now, these microvessels are so small, oftentimes they're regulated by the nervous system autonomically, so that means you don't control it necessarily. Like, I don't tell the microvessels to do what they're supposed to do. They know what to do based off the nervous system, just automatically telling it what to do. Same thing for digestion. You don't tell your body to digest that food, it just knows to digest it. So that's what's going on in these microvessels. So oftentimes there's problem at that microvascular level, and like I said, that makes up mainly the circulatory system. So what this device does is it sends certain amplitude, certain frequency radio waves throughout the body that targets these microvessels, makes them work, and it's going to improve that blood flow. So why that matters, like I said, blood flow carries oxygen, it carries nutrients to these tissues that help nourish them. And also what it does, and you may not even realize this, is once it sends those nourishing products to the areas that need to go there, it also takes waste products like carbon dioxide and removes them from your body safely. So if the blood flow isn't flowing to and from the area as well as it should be, you're going to run into a lot of issues. You're going to have symptoms that you may never even thought of that are due or related to the blood flow. So that's where this device comes in. It's going to help get the nutrients, oxygen to the area, and take waste products away so you'll feel better. So it can be used for metabolic conditions, cardiovascular conditions, but also for physical conditions. This device is used in my practice a lot on patients because they're coming in with back pain, joint pain, different kind of pain symptoms that are going on. And it may be due to tissue damage from an injury or microtraumas. So how is this injury going to help with those? I mean, I think we can all conceptualize that cardiovascular conditions and things of those natures, if we're improving the blood flow, that's obviously going to help with those, atherosclerosis, those kind of issues. But how does it help with, physical trauma when you're coming in to see someone like myself as a chiropractor? How this device helps. You have a natural inflammation or swelling response to an injury. So let's just use a rolled ankle. We've all rolled or sprained our ankles before. When you do that, what happens right afterwards? Well, you're going to get some swelling in that ankle. Part of it is because your body's trying to send extra nutrients to that area to start the healing process. It could be because there's micro tears in the microvessels that I was telling you about, and fluid leaks out into that space. Well, short story is that you want this natural response occurring. You want this natural inflammation and edema that's occurring. Okay, your body's doing that for a reason, and it's a normal response. Oftentimes we'll try to decrease that by applying ice or other modalities to try to decrease that natural response. But instead of doing that, the better option would be to speed up that healing process. So not to stop it, let's speed it up. This BEMER device will take that blood flow and it'll increase it to that area so that you can go through that natural healing response quicker. So you're going to go from the swelling and edema to reduce to feeling better to out of pain really quick. And this device helps me do that with patients. Is if you come with back pain, road ankle, neck pain, you name it, whatever you're coming to see me for, I use this device to help increase blood flow, oxygen, nutrients in that area to help heal everything. And then as that tissue is healing and you're getting all those waste products from the natural process, this will help take those waste products away and excrete them from your body a lot quicker. So thus, you will get better a lot quicker. One of the docs that did a speech on this device, he used his own experience as an example, so I'd like to share that with you guys today. He got in a bike accident, was hit, went flying off of his bike. He broke his shoulder blade bone back here, his shoulder separated, and then he also broke part of his pelvis bone down here, all from that accident when he landed. He didn't use any ice, any medications, anything like that. And this is a medical doctor, may I stress. He didn't use any of those modalities. He didn't use any drugs. He didn't use surgery or anything like that. All he did was use this device. He went over the top on it. Usually we say, 2 times a day. He did it about 5 times a day, but he did this for a solid month. Used this device to help blood flow go to those areas, take the waste products away, and speed up that healing. Well, within a month, he was up walking, weight bearing on the weight bearing bone that was broken and fractured. Didn't need surgery in any areas, didn't take any drugs, didn't need any of that, because this device helps speed up that natural healing process, where I see it being most effective outside of your obvious cardiovascular issues. But like I said, this device can really speed up the healing. That's what it's really used for, and it does it through certain pulse frequencies, similar to frequencies that your phone gives off, similar frequencies that radio gives off. That targets those microvessels, gets them to contract, open up, contract, open up. That's going to help send the blood flow and push the blood flow throughout your body. So that's how this device is so helpful. Originally I was going to do a demonstration on the device, but instead I thought, why don't I make this good for any listeners, anyone who's watching this video. I wanted to give you some incentive to watch this, learn more about this, and really learn more about your health and how you can be more healthy and what's available to you. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to put an offer out there for anyone who's listening. The offer is for the first 5 people to comment or to personally message me about this device. What I'll do is I'll allow you to come in for a week, up to 2 times a day, come into the practice for a week, use the device 8 to 10 minutes, twice a day for 5 days, and we can document where you were when you came in, how you were feeling, what you were having problems with, and then at the end of the week, we'll document where you're at that point. And from there, you will get a very good idea of if this device, first of all, helped you, and second of all, how much did it help you? Did it really solve the problems that you were coming in for? Was it a good adjuvant to what you were doing already, whether it was pain or other symptoms that you're experiencing? Did it help with migraine headaches? You name it. You can see at that point if this device helped you out, and if it's a good strategy for you going forward to help you, remain pain-free yourself.